Welcome to Vision Plus and welcome back to S.4 Mathematics. We are looking at integration and now doing example 2. Example 2 says integrate the following. Part A we have 5x squared minus 3x plus 4. We need to integrate this given function or expression. Remember that in integration they can give you as many terms as possible. Like we have 1, 2, 3. But in other cases, they can give you 4 or 5 terms, depending on what your teacher wants or what the question wants. So we just integrate each term at a time. Like in this case here, we shall say integral of the function. Open a bracket when there are many terms. You put them in a bracket. And then you just write that function. We are integrating with respect to x. So we shall say integral with respect to x. Now it becomes you integrate term at a time. So the first term here is 5x squared. To integrate that, we add 1 to the power of x, then we divide by the new power of x, which is 2 plus 1. And we have integrated the first term. Minus, use the given sign, minus 3x. How do we integrate 3x? We add 1. Remember, this 3 here has a power. This x here has a power of 1. So we say it has a power of 1, but we're adding 1 by the law of integration, and then divide by the new power, that is 1 plus 1. And we continue because we have integrated the second term. Plus our third term is 4. Remember, 4 is a constant. When you're integrating a constant, you simply attach x. Okay? When you're integrating a constant, you simply attach x to it. Right? But we say if we are differentiating a constant, that is when we get 0. But if we are integrating a constant, we simply add x. Or this term here with respect to the variable. If it is x, like in this case, we attach x. After this, now we simplify. We shall have 5x cubed out of 3 minus 3x squared out of 2 plus 4 plus c. Remember that constant of integration. The moment you forget it, you'll miss a mark or no mark at all. So at any point, always put c as long as there are no limits. So I forgot to add c there, but that is very important. Plus c, even here plus c. Then you see, if you can simplify, you simplify it. But if you cannot simplify, like in this case, you leave it. And that is the answer for part A. Going to part B. Part B, we have a function 1 out of x squared plus 5. 1 out of x squared plus 5. So we shall say, integrating, there are two terms here, 1, 2. So we open bracket. We have 1 out of x squared plus 5. We close. We are integrating that with respect to x. So dx equals to, now we need to integrate this first term here. To integrate that first term, 1 out of x squared is not very easy. Just like in differentiation, we said we cannot simply differentiate a variable which is on the denominator using the knowledge that we are giving you right now. But there are other techniques which are not for your stage. So we say it is very difficult to differentiate when the variable is on the denominator. The same thing applies here. It is very difficult for us to integrate when the variable is on the denominator. So what we do is to make sure that the variable x here is on the numerator. So we apply the laws of indices. So still, I'm not integrated anything here. I'm still simplifying the expression where x squared is on the denominator. So if I take x squared up it becomes x power negative 2 from the law of indices, and then plus 5 dx. The only thing that I've changed here is carrying x squared up, look in that manner, and the rest of the expression remains the same. Now, since our x now is on the numerator, it is now easier for us to integrate. So we now begin to integrate. We need to integrate x power negative 2, x power negative 2. When we're integrating, we add 1 to the old power. So we say here plus 1. Okay? And then we divide that term by the new power, which is negative 2 plus 1. We have integrated the first term. And then plus 5. If you look here, 5 is a constant. Why? Because it is not attached to x or even y. The constant is a number that does not contain a variable. And we say that if we are integrating a constant, like 5 here, we simply attach x to it. If we are integrating with respect to x and integrating a constant, simply add x to it or add a variable to it. So we have integrated 5 to give us 5x. We say that when we are integrating, a constant results. So plus a constant c. And then here we simplify. So that we have the x. What is negative 2 plus 1? Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1 over negative 2 plus 1 is still negative 1 plus 5x plus c. Here we can further simplify. Any number divided by negative 1 makes that number negative. So here we shall have negative x or negative 1 plus 5x plus c. This answer is correct. That is the final answer. But after integration, and you feel like putting the powers of x as positive, that means you need to put this x down, or you can put the x down so that you have negative 1 out of x. Because if you are shifting a variable from numerator to the denominator, the laws of indices say that the sign of the power changes. So this is like power 1 here, plus 5x plus c. These two answers are the same, and that makes the solution to part B. And finally, to part C. Part C, we are given function x squared plus 4x, and that we need to integrate. So we say integral, there are two terms here. We open a bracket and say x squared plus 4x, close the bracket, dx, because the variable here is x, equals to, we integrate term by term. So that here I have x squared, I need to integrate x squared, so I add 1 to the power of x. Then I divide the whole term by the new power, which is 2 plus 1. We have integrated the first term, plus 4x. For us to integrate 4x, which is a single term, I need to add 1, because this x here has a power 1. So I say 1 plus 1. This one was for the whole power. Now I'm adding 1 for integration. Then we divide by the new power, which is 1 plus 1. When integrating, the constant results like c. This c here is a number that was differentiated to 0. And when we go to integration with limits, we shall be in position to recover that number that was integrated to, that was differentiated rather to 0. Then we simplify this. This gives us the x cubed out of 3 plus 4x squared out of 2 plus c. So you can simplify further, you can, like here we can divide 4 by 2. This gives us the x cubed out of 3 plus 2 x squared plus c, which is the constant of integration. And this makes the solution to part C, and this is the overall solution to example 2.